Matthew Schmidt is an associate professor of national security and political science at the University of New Haven. He's also a former instructor at the Army War College, and he joins me now. Matthew, very good morning to you. I'm sorry you have to wake up so early to talk to us, but I really appreciate it. Let me get to really what we just heard from the CIA director, that Putin believes that doubling down is still the best path forward in the view, of course, of the CIA director. Your thoughts?
I think the CIA director is correct. Putin has no way out except to double down and go through. I am not too worried that tomorrow, that Victory Day, we'll see some sort of, massive force movement, because Russian forces are incapable of moving on the offensive right now. That's why you've seen missile shots, airstrikes and things like that. They can do some of that, but they're not going to be able to engage in some massive offensive for some time yet.
But if he is indeed, doubling down tomorrow when he speaks, what win do you think he will tout? Because obviously for so long we've been talking about that Putin needs to show that he's winning. I mean, he's failed clearly, as you set out, to make any major gains.
Right. He's banking on the conscription drive, replacing his stocks of lost generals and lost junior officers. We're talking 60 or 90 days that this is going to take. But he's wrong, because what's happened right now is the battlefield has been flipped. So to start the war, you had Russia on the offensive with overwhelming, firepower, and Ukraine on the defense. And what happens now is that has changed. Ukraine has gone on the offense, especially with Western weapons now that they've been asking for. And Russia has been racing to set up a defensive line. Why go to the defense? Well, it's the second best option, and you don't need officers. You don't need top tier officers to do it, because the command of the operation is always the same: hold the line. So he's lost an extraordinary amount of officers, which are the ones that make it capable for him to be combat effective. Right now, he's got 20–25% of his forces that simply can't fight.
So really, it's a message, propaganda perhaps, that we may see tomorrow to try and really for him to expand his war and conscript more soldiers, of course, is what you're saying.
Yes, I think what he'll say is essentially this thing that I have been calling a special military operation is now a war. He will invoke the idea that the U.S. government has flat out said its new strategic aim is to degrade Russian military power beyond the war itself. He will say that's an indication that the United States has essentially joined the war as a combatant. He will threaten to do things, and he will fire some missiles as he can, although even there, he's got lower stocks than he'd like in terms of the long-range ordnance.
Let's talk about what we've seen on the ground. Obviously, we've seen the Mariupol, being bombarded for weeks on end now, and the Azovstal plant as well, relentless shelling in the last kind of 4 or 5 days. Where do you see the moves, for example, in Odessa, meanwhile, that is also, we've seen also an intensity there in some of the shelling?
Odessa is key to controlling the Black Sea. It's the sister city of Mariupol, which is key to controlling the Azov Sea. Odessa has incredible symbolic value for Vladimir Putin, because in 2014, when the Maidan Revolution was beginning, there were a group of pro-Russian protesters who were burned to death in a building. And this is the one part of Putin's propaganda that has some truth to it. We don't know how they were burned or who did it, but they were killed. And so Odessa is important to him in order to it was an important justification for the war in the first place. And I think you're going to see more of his fury and his rage aimed there. I think you'll see it called out specifically in the speech as well.
And I think that's what everyone is keeping an eye on in the next kind of 24 to 48 hours, to see how the battle shapes up. But we have definitely seen, at least it's fair to say, Matthew, in the last 24 hours, an intensity in terms of the attacks that we are seeing from Russia. Matthew Schmidt, appreciate you taking time to speak to us. Thanks, Matthew.
My pleasure.